Stop! If you are a senior on Social Security, this video could save you from losing your next payment. The government just made a massive change that affects millions of Americans, and most people have no clue it already happened. Your paper check is gone, and if you do not watch this video right now, you might be left scrambling, wondering where your money went. This is not some future thing they are planning. This is happening right now, and I am going to tell you exactly what you need to do before it is too late. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Tony, and I have been helping folks just like you navigate the confusing world of government benefits for years now. I grew up in a home where we depended on these programs to put food on the table, so trust me when I say I understand that knot in your stomach when you hear something might be changing with your benefits. That fear is real, and you deserve straight answers without all the government mumbo-jumbo. That is exactly what I am here to give you today. Now, before we dive in, I need you to do me a quick favor. If you are a senior in America who is struggling to make ends meet, if you are living on a fixed income and every single dollar matters, if Social Security is what keeps the lights on and food in your refrigerator, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. I put out videos every single week breaking down exactly what is happening with your benefits, new programs you might qualify for, and changes that could affect your wallet. You do not want to miss a single update, especially with everything that is happening right now. So subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified, and let us get into this because what I am about to tell you is absolutely critical. All right, so here's the deal. I have been flooded with comments and messages lately from people asking about this executive order that demands all federal payments go electronic. People want to know if this is real, what it means for their Social Security check. And honestly, a lot of folks are straight up panicking. So let me clear this up right now. Yes, this is 100% real. This is not a rumor. This is not something floating around Facebook that might be fake news. This actually happened, and it affects every single person watching this video who receives any kind of federal payment. We are talking about Social Security retirement benefits, Social Security disability, SSDI, supplemental security income, which is SSI, survivor's benefits if you lost a spouse, spousal benefits, veterans affairs benefits, railroad retirement board payments, and yes, even your tax refunds from the IRS. If the federal government sends you money, this new rule applies to you. Period. End of story. Now, here's the thing that really gets me. This executive order was actually signed way back in March of 2025. That is almost a year ago now. And it went into full effect on October 1st of 2025, which means this has already been the law of the land for over 4 months. So why are so many people just now finding out about it? Why are my comments blowing up with questions? Well, I think there are two big reasons. First, a lot of people are just now realizing their payment method changed and they are confused about what happened. And second, we are heading straight into tax season, and this is about to catch millions of Americans completely off guard when they expect that paper refund check in the mail and it never shows up. I want to talk directly to you seniors out there for a minute. I know many of you have been doing things the same way for 20, 30, maybe even 40 years. You get your paper check in the mail, you take it down to the bank or the check cashing place, and that is how you have always handled your money. It works for you. It is familiar. It is comfortable. And now the government comes along and tells you that is not an option anymore. I get how frustrating that feels. I really do. It can feel like they are taking away your choices, like they do not understand how hard it already is to get by on a fixed income without adding more complications to your life. For so many seniors in America right now, Social Security is the only thing standing between them and complete financial disaster. The cost of groceries has gone through the roof. Prescription medications cost more than ever. Rent and utilities keep climbing while that Social Security check stays basically the same. You are already stretched thin, counting every penny, making impossible choices between medicine and meals. And now, on top of all that stress, you have to deal with the government changing how you even receive your money. I see you. I hear you. And I want you to know that while I cannot change this policy, I can absolutely help you understand it and make sure you do not get left behind. So let me break down exactly what happened and what your options are, because knowledge is power and I want you to feel confident about this. The executive order completely eliminated paper checks for all federal payments. No more checks in the mail. That is done, gone, finished. If you were receiving paper checks before October of last year, the Social Security Administration or the VA or whichever agency handles your benefits should have contacted you multiple times to get you switched over to electronic payments before that October 1st deadline. Now you basically have two main options for how to receive your benefits going forward. Option number one is direct deposit, where your payment goes straight into your checking or savings account at your bank or credit union on your payment date each month. The money just shows up automatically. You do not have to do anything. You do not have to wait for the mail. You do not have to worry about your check getting stolen out of your mailbox. It is just there in your account ready for you to use. Option number two is the Direct Express card. Now, this is huge for those of you who do not have a bank account, or maybe you have had some trouble with banks in the past. The Direct Express card is a prepaid debit card that is specifically designed for people receiving federal benefits. Your payment gets loaded onto this card automatically each month, just like direct deposit, and you can use it to make purchases, pay bills, or withdraw cash at ATMs. And here is the best part. The basic features are completely free. No monthly maintenance fees eating away at your benefits. You get one free ATM withdrawal per month at certain locations. You can get cash back when you make purchases at stores. It is a solid option that works for a lot of people. Now, there is technically a third option, which is a hardship exemption, but I need to be real with you about this. Getting an exemption is extremely difficult. You have to prove that you have a genuine, substantial reason why electronic payments will not work for you. They're not handing these out like candy. The bar is very high, and most people who apply get denied. So while it exists on paper, do not count on it unless you have a truly exceptional circumstance. Let me talk about who got hit hardest by this change, because it is not affecting everyone equally. Seniors without bank accounts, if you have been cashing your checks the old-fashioned way for decades, this was a major adjustment. Folks living in rural areas where the nearest bank might be 30 miles away, this adds a real burden. People with disabilities who might struggle with remembering PIN numbers or managing a debit card, this creates new challenges. Homeless individuals who do not have a stable address, getting set up with electronic payments is incredibly complicated. And the roughly 6 million households in America that are completely unbanked, meaning they have no checking or savings account at all, this transition was especially tough. I know there are seniors watching right now who fall into one or more of these categories. You are already dealing with so much. Health problems, rising costs, maybe isolation from family, the daily struggle of trying to survive on benefits that have not kept up with inflation. And now this on top of everything else. I want you to know that there is help available. You are not alone in this. And there are people whose entire job is to assist you through this transition. Now, here is where things get really interesting and why I think this is about to become a major issue for millions of Americans. We are now in early 2026, which means tax filing season is here. Think about this for a second. Roughly 200 million people file tax returns every single year in this country. A huge chunk of those people expect to get a refund. And a lot of those folks, maybe including you, have been getting paper refund checks mailed to them for years and years. Well, guess what is not going to happen anymore? That paper check is not coming. The same executive order that eliminated paper checks for Social Security also eliminated paper checks for tax refunds. When you file your taxes this year, you absolutely must provide direct deposit information, or you are going to have a problem. People are going to file their returns the same way they always have, then sit there waiting for the mailman to bring their refund, and it is never going to show up. They are going to be confused, frustrated, maybe even scared, and they are going to have no idea what happened to their money. Here is your action plan, and I want you to pay close attention. If you are already set up with direct deposit or you have a Direct Express card for your regular benefits, you are in good shape. That part is handled. Just make sure when you file your taxes that you include your banking information for your refund. If you are somehow still receiving paper checks for Social Security or VA or railroad retirement, something went wrong and you need to contact your benefit agency immediately. Call them today. Do not wait. Figure out why the transition did not happen and get yourself set up properly right away. If you are planning to file taxes and you want a refund, you need to have your bank account number, your bank routing number, which is usually 9 digits, and you need to know if it is a checking or savings account. You can find this information on a check on your bank statement or just call your bank and ask them. When you file your taxes, whether you do it yourself or use a preparer or use software, make sure that direct deposit information is included. If you do not have a bank account and you need a tax refund, you have options. You can open a basic checking account, look into credit unions, which often have lower fees, get a prepaid debit card that accepts direct deposits, or some tax preparation services offer special accounts just for receiving refunds. I want to address something I hear a lot in the comments. Some of you say you do not trust banks, and I completely understand where that is coming from. A lot of folks got burned in 2008 when the financial system nearly collapsed. Some of you have had bad experiences with overdraft fees or accounts getting closed on you. But here's the reality. Your money in a bank account is FDIC insured up to $250,000. That means even if the bank goes under, your money is protected by the federal government. Meanwhile, a paper check sitting in your mailbox could get stolen, lost, or damaged. Electronic payments actually have more protections built in. Here is the bigger picture of what is happening. The government has been moving toward electronic payments for years now. We saw it with SNAP benefits moving to EBT cards. We saw it with the push to get tax refunds deposited electronically. This executive order was the final step in eliminating paper checks entirely. And honestly, for most people, this transition has gone smoothly. Direct deposit is faster, usually getting your money to you days sooner than a paper check would arrive. It is more secure because there is nothing to steal from your mailbox. And once you get used to it, it is actually more convenient. But, and this is a big but, we cannot ignore the people who are struggling with this change. The elderly widow living alone who has never used a computer in her life, the disabled veteran in a small rural town hours from the nearest bank, the homeless individual just trying to survive another day. These are real people with real challenges, and making sure they are not left behind matters. If you are one of these people or you know someone who is, please reach out for help. Every Social Security office and VA office has staff dedicated to helping with this transition. Community organizations in your area may offer assistance. Do not be too proud to ask for help when you need it. All right, I have given you a lot of information today, and I really hope it helps you feel more confident about what is going on and what you need to do. If this video cleared things up for you, if it helped you understand this executive order and what it means for your benefits and your tax refund, please hit that like button. It sounds like a small thing, but it actually helps the YouTube algorithm show this video to more people who need to see it. And speaking of people who need to see this, I need your help with something. Please share this video with the seniors in your life. Your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your neighbor down the street, the lady from church, anyone you know who might be affected by this change. Not everyone is on the internet seeing this information. A lot of older folks are going to be completely blindsided when their tax refund does not show up in the mail. By sharing this video, you could save someone a whole lot of confusion and stress. Just copy the link and text it to them, or better yet, sit down and watch it with them and help them understand what they need to do. Drop a comment below and let me know where you are at with all of this. Did you already know about this executive order? Did your payment switch over back in October without any problems? Are you worried about tax season? What questions do you still have? I read every single comment, and your questions help me figure out what videos to make next. This community is all about helping each other navigate these complicated systems and make sure we are all getting the benefits and assistance we have earned and deserve. Before I let you go, make sure you check out my other videos on maximizing your Social Security benefits, understanding SSDI, finding assistance programs you might not know about, and everything else related to making your money stretch further. I have helped thousands of people get the benefits they are entitled to, and I want to help you too. Remember, you worked hard your whole life, and you deserve to get every single dollar that is coming to you. Do not let confusing government changes stop you from getting what is yours. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now and join this community. We are all in this together, looking out for each other, sharing information, and making sure nobody gets left behind. I put out new videos every week, and I do not want you to miss a thing, especially with tax season heating up and more changes possibly coming down the road. You want to stay informed, and this is the place to do it. All right, everybody, that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of this community, and thank you for looking out for the seniors and struggling folks in your life. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you in the next video.